still waiting. It's working
Oh,
on it. It's almost there.
it's okay. It's almost there.
Yay! We did it. We're live now.
Okay. Welcome live
So
to
it appears.
YouTube. We're moving over mainly to doing streaming here live on YouTube. And welcome, everybody. Our videos are all here on YouTube anyway, so welcome. We were on Twitch, now we're mainly on YouTube. There you go. So, let's move forward with our campaign here now, and start exactly where we left off. But first, let's of course watch the opening. So I'm going to pull that up, everybody.
Boots on the floor, torch in my hand. You got the spark, I got the plan. Bones in the moon, shaking the air. Somebody's watching, we don't care. Count to 3, say my name. Lock the circle, we bring the flame. Hands up high, no fear tonight. When we move together, wrong turns right. Spell squad, we don't fold. Spell squad, bright and bold. Spell squad, break that glue. Spell squad, we save the day, we light the room. Pale little shadow creeping too near, cackling a promise, trying to steer. You throw the charm, I throw the beam. Side by side, we win the dream.
Last time on Spicy and Dicey. The team had traveled towards Qatzel's family farm in the apple tree forest near Bell Bottom and Blue Water City in the roach coach, driven by their new squire, Cockburn. However, along the way, it seemed that they noticed something strange up ahead, some strange raccoons that seemed to be hiding amongst the apple trees, seemingly possessed or under a command spell led by their king, an odd, deformed raccoon by the name of Jimothy. It seemed that Lunea managed to slow them down with her magic, but Jimothy still sent his evil commanded raccoons to attack the team near a large barricade that he had set up in the forest. Here, he had dropped his apples and sent his raccoons into battle against the team, who managed to take down the raccoons and made Jimothy turn back, leave, and go away, giving up his apple tree kingdom and leaving Madame Nay's rule behind. Lunea, however, noticed something from her book. It seemed that the Dipper story was connected to a dragon. However, it seemed that August and Picklejuice had a conversation about his sister before they ran into a goblin holding a large worm dragon on a chain. Lunea went over to try to charm the goblin. However, it was not very successful, so Qatzel needed to use command and stop the two of them. They ended up killing the goblin named Gobshite and spoke with Qatzel's father and family, who was nearby at a campsite, claiming Madame Nay had taken over their farm. Now what will happen this week on?
What will happen this week? Indeed! As we get immediately back to the action in the game. Where we left off, of course, you guys were at the campsite where Qatzel's family had just been recently camping out after being kicked out, it seemed, from their farm, Blackadder Farms. Qatzel, you grew up on Blackadder Farms. Of course, you remember the apple cider, all of the workings on the farms. It was your day-to-day life. And of course, your mother was the one who very much nurtured your interest in magic. Your siblings, Queena and Quilo, they also themselves enjoy magic, but they were more workers on the farm. They seemed to gravitate more towards that life of being a farmer than you did, wanting to obviously go learn magic, and ended up doing a mage study and going and working at the castle. And as you know, Qatzel, your father, was never very fond of you doing this. However, now it seems that the tables have turned, and your father very much respects your magical arts, seeing that the damage that it has been, the damage done by Madame Nay and her magic seems to be terrible and large, and basically has wiped out your family farm. Did you notice something, Qatzel, that your sister Queena, she seems to be crying and holding her face as she kind of weeps in the corner of the campsite that you guys have stumbled upon. Your brother Quilo, he sits like at his little area where his tent is in the campsite, and he kind of peels an apple slowly as he's about to obviously eat it, and kind of looks up to you a little bit cautiously, Qatzel, as Quilo sits in the back. Your father has just told you that Madame Ney had a whole bunch of potion bottles around the area, obviously with her fake potions in it, and you're hoping to maybe find something that can lead you to making a potion of speak with animals. So, I'm going to start, Qatzel, with you here, Billy, and I'm going to go back immediately to the fight in a second. But we're going to start with Qatzel. As you kind of pivot from the fight and leave it momentarily, you go to the campsite where your father is. Your father looks to you being like, "All right, my boy, we gonna make sure we look around here and see if we can find anything that could help you out. Now, you said you're looking for speak with animals? Well, I don't know if I have anything like that. All these potions that she had to do a lot with strength, she said, but perhaps the magical essence inside of these bottles, if you can extract it, maybe you can do something with that to make a base layer of magic, and then we are in a forest, and speak with animals has a certain nature component involved. If you can find that in the rubble of all of our stuff we brought with us from the farms, well, my son, maybe you can be useful after all and make yourself a potion to speak with that here worm. Now, Queena, help your brother out!" You see that your sister, she kind of slithers up to you, Qatzel. She's still once again crying, tears kind of seemingly you can see drying on her face. As she wipes them, she goes, "Brother, good to see you again." And she wipes the tears from her face. She looks at you. She has large kind of green eyes like you, Qatzel. They're a lot kind of a brighter green than yours. Her black scales have kind of a lovely blue shine through like the back, like going down her. Her kind of farmer clothes are kind of tattered since it's obviously been dramatic having to camp out here. And she looks at you with her watery eyes. "Now, let's look at these bottles, my brother, but I cannot say I know what's inside them. So, Qatzel, please give me an Arcana check here to see if you can identify or find anything in these bottles that you search around with to see if there's any leftover magic that you can harness up in your alchemy kit to extract.
For sure.
Can
Arcana, you say?
Sorry,
Yes, please.
can you real quick
For
hit
sure.
the full screen button on the map, possibly?
Hit the full screen?
Yeah, on the corner. If you look in the corner, there's like a square. No, like the bottom corner. Bottom corner.
Oh, this thing.
Yeah. If you could hit it.
Oof.
Oh,
That'll be a 22.
now it's not showing for some reason. I think when you hit
I think it
full-
has to be like that when it's on being shared on Discord. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
But anywho. Sorry, what was that? What was that, Billy? What'd you say?
22 for Arcana.
Oh, 22 for Arcana. Fantastic. So you definitely see that in these vials that you found in these magic potion jars, you can see that there's definitely like a little bit of magic that has been left over in some of them. So you are definitely able to extract some of these chemicals, or basically this magic, from these bottles, Qatzel, and you harness it into a bottle yourself. So you're halfway there. Now, Qatzel, if you look around the campsite, I'm going to have you do an investigation roll for me, and let's see if you can find what you need to do this potion. Because I know what that is, and I have it right here. But let's just see if you...
Investigation, you say?
Yes.
Investigation or medicine?
Either or. I'll give you either
Okay.
you want.
For sure. Let's see. Medicine. Oh, thank you. That is a 23.
A 23. So you know... Sorry, I had it open. Let me pull it back up here. Speak with animals potion. Right here. So I have it. So yeah, so with the 23, definitely you look around and you see that, oh, you have the magic, you have the Arcana left over here. You can definitely use it. But what was that spell that you learned? Mage Hookjaw taught it to you when you were very young. Oh yes, you remember. Acorn truffle with just a little bit of salt. You have some rations on you, and you're in a forest. This forest surrounded by trees, and you definitely see that acorns. acorns on the ground over there. Acorn truffle over there. You definitely see it. And there's, of course, you can ground up that acorn truffle, which also comes down from the trees and falls also on the mushrooms that grow down below. If you take both of those together, you can make a Speak with Animals potion. However, this Speak with Animal potion takes time. You have to make it, and unfortunately, it'll take about a round of combat for it to process, if you want to make this potion.
Oh, yep. Qatzel will do that. He'll look to everyone else. Keep an eye on the dragon. Keep it as busy as long as you can. Charm it again if you have to. I have the ingredients.
Okay, that sounds perfect. But maybe we should also, after that one, make an animal like friendship one. So we speak to him and then we befriend him. But later, after you make this one.
So, Qatzel, you get to work on your potion, and Picklejuice,
Yep.
you turn back to the dragon with the rest of your team, and we get right back into combat. Unfortunately, though, we start right back at the top of the roster with the blue worm, which means he gets to make a wisdom saving throw. However, Lunea, because you were singing and did all that stuff and give yourself bardic inspiration, he does unfortunately have a disadvantage with his wisdom save. So he can do one wisdom save, and that wasn't good either way. So this worm is going to do it another one. It doesn't matter because he failed, because he has disadvantage. So the worm still is able to be held and contained. He kind of tries once again to wiggle himself out of this, but he remains commanded by whatever spell is holding him together. However, the dragon here is going to swoosh around, wiggle his body, and his tail is going to flap around and swing towards Twyla, August, and Picklejuice. So as because Lunea is still on top of the dragon, and Lunea had herself pretty planted on it with her last dexterity that she did. But August, Twyla, and Picklejuice all need to give me dexterity saves, please.
No.
So I'm gonna pull that up for you, Picklejuice. Sorry about that.
He likes me. I think I got 23.
Okay, a 23, Picklejuice, and 11. So Picklejuice, unfortunately, you are hit. And let me get back to August.
Yeah,
roll.
I got a 10. I'm hit too.
10. So August is hit too. So you guys are going to take a hit from his tail, just a regular boom that hits you right from the back, and you guys are going to take about a slashing damage. I guess it's a bludgeoning damage because it has spikes on its tail, though. I'm going to have it also cut you guys. You don't go into a bleeding state, but it does cut you guys a little bit, giving you damage, and you guys are going to take 13 hit points of damage, unfortunately. Not you, Twyla, but August and Picklejuice. 13 hit points of damage come your way as the dragon's tail goes boom! Kind of as it twists around and it hits you, and you both kind of are knocked back about 5 feet. So Picklejuice and August, you guys are knocked back over here 5 feet from your position. Zoroff kind of watching goes like, steady! Steady on the dragon! As Lunea, you are still on top of the dragon, and Twyla, you are fine because you dodged it as the tail kind of went the other way. So Picklejuice, unfortunately, that's 13 hit points of damage you've taken, or, sorry, how much damage was that, actually?
Yeah, I think you said 13, right?
Was it 13, or was it 15? 13, yeah.
Poor Picklejuice is like, wah! She makes this pathetic sound as she gets hit. She's totally startled.
Alright, so you guys are hit by that tail, and it seems that even though the dragon's turn is now over, it is Picklejuice. You are actually the one who is up next.
Oh, sheesh. Oh, okay, what am I at? 13?
So you can either heal yourself in August, or you can attack the dragon. I mean, I don't know if you want to attack it, though.
Yeah, the only thing other than healing that I can do is, let me see how many I have left. Because there's only one thing I can do for the dragon.
You have no level 2 slots left.
Nothing there. Oh, man. Okay, I'll just have to heal us.
Alright, who do you want to heal, yourself or August?
Sheesh. August, what are you at? Are you like super hurt, or are you just a little hurt?
I'm at 23 out of 38.
Picklejuice, you're lower than
Yeah, I'll do myself. I'm sorry.
So
You're good.
August, she's gonna heal herself instead. Picklejuice, you want to do healing word or cure wounds? What do you want to do?
Let's just do some cure wounds.
Okay, cure wounds.
Because healing word I can do for More people eater.
All right, Picklejuice, you recovered 18 hit points.
Whew.
So there we go. Picklejuice, you kind of gave yourself a little bit of a boost there. You can't really do too much else unless you want to move. That's up to you.
Well, I think I'm far enough out of the range to where he can have like an opportunity attack, right? Because he knocked me away.
Well, the dragon is under control anyway right now, but no, you're not that. You're not within 5 feet of him anymore. No.
I'm just gonna back up a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna back up to like there.
Yeah.
Okay, so August, you watch as Picklejuice kind of steps a little bit back from the large dragon that's swinging its tail around, and Picklejuice, that is going to be your turn. Is there anything else you want to say, Picklejuice?
Calm down, dragon. We're not going to hurt you.
All right, so Picklejuice, you try to yell out to the dragon again. You're trying to get this dragon under your guys' control. Twyla, you are up. You see that the dragon is thrashing around a little bit, even though it's still under control. The body seems to be kind of wiggling around, trying to get out of what concentration is holding it. So Twyla, what would you like to do, if anything? You don't have to do anything.
So she's gonna kind of look back and look a little worried at seeing Picklejuice and August and everyone get hit. But she's gonna turn back to the dragon and look very determined as she casts Earth Ripple one more time. So it needs to make a Dex save of 13.
Dex save of 13. Okay, that's a 9. So obviously it did not. So the dragon now is its legs being held by the
Yeah,
legs.
so so it's gonna do 6 bludgeon damage, and then it's just going to the earth is going to kind of sink in and then trap the dragon's legs in place, keeping them there.
Okay, so the dragon now is not only mind controlled, but you did manage to kind of render the earth to cover the lower, like the parts of its legs, obviously, and it's kind of now being held in the ground as well as it's kind of trying to thrash its body around. But now it's stationary; it can't move at all. It's just right there. So anything at all, Twyla? Anything else you'd like to do?
After that, she's just gonna kind of fly up, kind of like around this tree here, and then did Qatzel find all the ingredients he needs? Does he need anything else?
No, he found everything so far. He just unfortunately can't use that potion until basically this round of fighting concludes, and then it's back to his turn again for the next round.
Okay,
So,
can I just roll an investigation to see if there's anything like around the camp that's useful?
Sure, yeah, go for it. So, give me an investigation. Oh, so it's a 7, unfortunately, but you do have advantage because you know,
Yeah.
you're wearing your little crown, so I'll give you that.
11?
Okay, an 11. Unfortunately,
I have
as
a
you're
passive
looking around,
15.
okay, you have a passive 15. I'll say that with that, as you look around, you see that the only thing that might distract this dragon later on or help you guys out is the amount of food that's been gathered. Maybe some of this apples, maybe some of this jerky meat, like Pickles you said earlier and that August thought about. Maybe the feeding it might be able to be something again. But August did that earlier, and basically he just wasted his rations. The dragon was in too much of a chaotic state to even really care about what was happening. So the only thing I'd say is that all you see is their camp supplies. Nothing like weapons, nothing like, yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to end my turn then.
All right, well, August, that means you're up next. You see that the dragon has now been sunken into the ground and seemingly still under control at the moment in time. Lunea stables herself on top of the back, so Lunea, you're still on the back of this dragon who seemingly is squirming, but you've managed to stable yourself with your moth wings. You're good. So, August, though, what would you like to do, if anything?
So I think August is just going to back up a little bit, maybe a little bit behind Zoroth, just because he wants to give the blue worm the benefit of the doubt and see if we can get it tamed before he really starts like attacking or anything. So with that, he doesn't. There's not really much he can do, so he's just going to back up a little bit.
Okay, so you just back up a little bit. You don't want the dragon, obviously, to be hurt, clearly. You don't want to, you don't want to hurt it in any way, so you're doing your best, and you back up away from the dragon, and you're getting a little bit closer back to Cockburn, and the roach coach, Zoroff, kind of sees what you're doing, and he kind of looks and nods to you like, good idea. like maybe being too close to this is not a good thing. So Zoroff kind of then looks back to the dragon, and he kind of gets ready himself by kind of squinting, looking ahead, getting ready for any type of movement coming his way. August, great job, good thinking. So you kind of take a little bit of a step back. Qatzel, it's your turn. However, you have to use this turn to be making this potion. Is there anything else you want to do? You can't really do anything else right now because you kind of have to be doing this. But
Nope, that's okay. He'll take the turn and just focus vehemently on the potion.
okay, so you're great. You're grounding up that fucking the acorns, the truffle. That you're doing it all well. It's mixing with the arcana inside. It's turning this beautiful glowing green. You know that the beginning of this potion is starting to work. So the animal potion, you know exactly what this is. You've made it before. You've seen it. You see that the green glow from the magic is exactly what you need. So good job. At your next turn, you will be able to use it. Unfortunately, you can't use it until then. Lunea, you're up next. You steady yourself on top of the large blue worm, but just because you have it under control, Lunea, does not mean that it can't harm the rest of your team. It will not harm you. It is charmed by you. But now it is stuck in the ground and looking at your team like they are a problem. So Lunea, what do you want to do?
That's a great question.
I mean, yeah, what do you, I mean,
Oh.
you're standing on top of this giant like blue dragon.
So, um, so basically, it can't move anywhere though, really, right now, right?
No, it can't move, but it is in like a frantic state. Once again, it is charmed by you, so it won't attack you. But because Qatzel's command has kind of fallen from it, it's now looking at your team like it wants to attack them. However, it's still listening to you.
Okay. Hmm. Can I? Okay, I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna try it my best. Um, she's gonna use the prestidigitation thing to basically conjure up like a picture of whatever his name was. I forgot his name already.
A little gobshite.
Yeah.
Little
So
gobshite.
I'm gonna conjure up a picture of him right in front of the dragon's like face, and like I'm gonna
Okay.
pretend to like use his voice, and he's gonna be like, "You better not eat them. You better not eat them."
Okay. So as you do this, you kind of great idea by the way. So you guys all watch Lunea. You're trying to think of what do I do. So you use your magic. You sing like a note out, and you conjure up a little astral projection of little Gobshite, and he appears in front of Blue and looks at him, and you make him say like, "Come on, Blue, don't hurt them all. Come on, my boy. You got it, son. Relax. Don't hurt them." So you make obviously the projection sound like Gobshite. You perform it. You're a performer, and you manage to perform it. However, I'm going to do something interesting here, because I can't really fight you on this or ask you to like have to trick him because you have him under your control. You do perform this. However, I'm going to have the dragon roll a wisdom save here just to see if he can decipher if this is really his master or not. I just want to see if he can do it. Because you have him controlled, but I just want to see. Okay, he rolled a 15, so he doesn't believe that this is his master because he sees the body over there, but at the same time, he's almost like appreciating what you're doing, and he's confused. The dragon's like it's like kind of confused as to what's going on. Like, that's my master over there, but now he's in front of me right here. What's going on? Like the dragon does not know what is happening, and
No,
it's just
but
like.
I thought we shielded him from seeing that his master fell.
Did you? I don't remember you guys doing that.
I think we did.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right. All right. I forgot about
I
that.
think I stood in front of him, or I covered his eyes, or something like that.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah, she covered his
That's true.
eyes.
You did. That's
Yeah.
true. You said I don't want you to see. You're right. So I'm gonna have the dragon is looking now instead. He's looking for his master. Like he was over there. How is he now in front of me over here? So he's still confused, but he accepts it. He accepts it, and he's kind of just confused about this whole situation. The dragon does not know what to do. It kind of calms down though. It did manage to. You calmed him down. He's no longer thrashing. So you steady yourself and you calm down the dragon. He's looking kind of at the group like, all right, my master's telling me not to attack you, I think. And that's kind of what his vibe is. After that, we go to Zoroff. Zoroff goes, good idea, Lunea. Just maybe get off of there. I don't know if that's safe. So I'm just having Zoroff look out for you. I feel like Octavius would do that. He's like, I don't know if it's safe to be on top of it like that.
Well, can Lunea do anything else though? She can't. I don't think, right?
No, not. I mean, you. I guess you could have moved.
Because that was. Yeah, that's about it. Okay.
I mean, you can move.
August is gonna react to Zoroff's comment, and be like, "That's what she said."
he's like, August, not now, not now. He's like, this is not the time. As he kind of looks to you, he's like, Lunea, be safe up there. I don't want you to get hurt. The thing's covered in spikes. And so Zoroff just kind of points out, you notice that Lunea behind you, indeed, the dragon's long worm-like body has like blue, large spikes going up and down its back. So Lunea, if you did take a couple steps back, you would have to make a dexterity save because of the spikes that are pointing right out of it. But for now, you made a great save earlier. Yeah, so you're good. You're fine.
My other thing that... Oh, sorry. One more thing I wanted to do, though, is I wanted to, like, check on my little flame friend, Boxo.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
And I was just
so as you look at
Yeah, Boxo. I was going to just check on him and see how he's doing down there.
He's like in the little like thing. He hasn't been hurt at all yet. Nothing has hurt him. Nobody has directly attacked him, and he hasn't gotten to any physical damage really. But you see that he's like in the little thing. He just looks like scared out of his mind. Like he's just like, ah, ah, ah. He's just like kind of like inside of his little like carrying little box that you have him in. He's like looking down. That he's also on the dragon with you. So he's like, ah, ah. He's like, I don't know if I can even get killed by a dragon. I don't know. He's like kind of just like
fire, don't they?
He's like, this is a blue dragon, Lunea. They don't breathe fire. He breathes electricity, and it's strong. Blue dragons don't breathe fire. I don't have anything. I can't do anything here. His electricity is stronger than fire.
Too bad we don't have Sakura.
Exactly. Exactly. He's like, yeah. Oh my God, it's a little box. Kind of like he kind of diminishes in size, and like his little flame size goes down. He's like nervous inside of the little box. You can always use him, of course, to do an attack as a bonus action, Lunea.
No,
but that's up to you. He only has like.
He's gonna stay in there for now.
Okay, because remember, he only has 5 health points at the moment.
Yeah,
if he starts growing in fire size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very weak at the moment. If he was able to grow and have something to feed on as fire, that's different. But unfortunately, he's just a little flame. Okay, so we're back up to the top of the roster with the blue dragon, as he now is kind of stabilized into the ground. He's focusing on the conjuration in front of him, and unfortunately, he didn't snap out of it. But I can still snap out of your charm spell. So let me see. I'm gonna roll for him. Okay, he did snap out of it, but he has disadvantage. So. Okay, so unfortunately for you, Lunea, you're conjuring up this image in front of him, but by you doing this, you've almost lost your control on focusing his mind with your charm, because he's dropped the... Unfortunately, Lunea, I know, Jade, so maybe your Zoroff was right, you are no longer safe on his back, because even though now you have it looking at the projection and you've distracted it with your projection, the blue worm fills you on top of its body, and immediately it wants to claw at you right on top of your right on its own head. But it wants to, but it can't, because Amalia, it's stuck in the ground. But it can make a dex save with this. What was the dex I needed to beat, Amalia, to get out of the dirt?
Let me see. It is.
Yeah, I don't think I passed. I think I only rolled an 8, so.
I think just on its next turn, it just needs to do another dexterity of 13.
Okay, so he tries to pull his hands out of the ground, but Jade, you're so lucky that this fucking dragon, it can't pull its arm out to claw you. So instead, unfortunately, it's going to aim right ahead. It's going to aim right ahead at the fucking roach coach. And and this
no.
fucking blue dragon is gonna just release a large blast of lightning energy.
Oh no.
So it's gonna take this, and I need, because Qatzel, because you technically own the roach coach, I need you to make a dexterity save for the roach coach, and I need August to make a dexterity save for Cockburn. And that's just basically simple d20s, please.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god. Okay, so a dexterity roll or a d20?
It's a d20, but this is
Okay.
gonna be their dex save, so for them.
All right.
And then
Oh my god!
oh no!
Ooh.
Oh no! August, no! What about
Oh,
Qatzel?
no.
What about the roach coach too? What's that? Oh no! Both of you, terrible,
No.
terrible, terrible! Oh my goodness gracious! Oh no! Oh no!
No,
The
no, no,
roach
no!
coach! The roach coach! And poor little Cockburn. Cockburn looks up at you, August, as you look back in frightened terror at your new little squire. You did not expect this dragon to immediately just freak out. It was staring at its master's hologram, but then decided, there's something on my back. I do not like this. I can't claw at it. I'm stuck in the ground. It releases a blast of electric energy straight out of its mouth, and it freaks out, blasting the roach coach. The last thing you see, August, as you turn, is little Cockburn. He looks outside of the roach coach window, and he stares at you and goes, "Sah!" And he reaches out with his little cockroach hands, and
Oh.
boom!
Aren't
Qatzel,
cockroaches
as
like
you're making the
invisible though? I mean, not invisible.
invincible. It's not invincible to this, Jade. Unfortunately, if a cockroach is hit with
No,
electricity,
he's
a lightning
a
bolt, it explodes.
He's a
And
troll.
August, in the short time that you knew little Cockburn, and he trusted all of you, and he wanted to come out on an adventure, and he wanted to help out his kingdom, which was being attacked by Madame Nay. Unfortunately, like all knights, you know the risk. Your squire, boom, the roach coach explodes into pieces. As Cockburn is thrown from the windshield, he lands and rolls onto the ground into the Applewoods forest. 0 health points. He is not exploded or disintegrated, though. He is at 0 health points. So he rolls on the ground, and little Cockburn's body is extremely badly burnt. One of his cockroach wings has been completely ripped off, and his little red cape is all singed up completely. At this moment, he is unconscious and dead. You guys have now lost the roach coach, which has exploded into a whole bunch of pieces and is destroyed. Unfortunately, the dragon hit with too large of an attack, and the blue worm has destroyed the roach coach.
August is going to kind of look back and see what happens, and he's immediately just going to freak out, like almost like he's traumatized by what he's seeing. Have you ever seen like Dragon Ball Z, and you see what Tien's reaction was when Chaozu got blown up? That's almost like him. He's like, Cockburn! Cockburn!
So you guys are all seeing this as August, you pivot to the side, you see Cockburn's little body roll, and you know your little squire, he is, if not in trouble, gone. And you just see that this dragon behind you, he didn't lets out a roar. Lunea, you're still stabilized on its back, but that electricity that shot out of its mouth, he vibrations all through the worm's body that you're standing on. And you're once again barely holding on to it, Lunea, but you manage to keep your feet touching the blue scales on above its head. And unfortunately, August, little Cockburn's body is just steaming in the corner. So that will be the end of the dragon's turn, as it can't move anymore. And the dragon is just freaked out. But Picklejuice, luckily, Picklejuice, you are up next. You do have Spare the Dying, Picklejuice.
I know. I need to run over straight to little Cockburn right now.
Okay, so is that what you want to do?
Yes.
All right, so Picklejuice, you have
So
the
I
movement.
run over. Cockburn!
Okay, so Picklejuice, you run to
And-
Cockburn's body.
Let's see. From 0 hit points. I do have stuff from 0 hit points.
Let's see if you can do it. Do you have Spare the Dying? Oh no.
I do have something that brings back from 0 hit points. Let me see, where is it?
It would be Lesser Restoration.
that
there.
one. Here, keep going down.
Let's see if you can do this.
Hang on.
Oh, you have a revivify. You have a revivify.
I do have a revivify.
You have a level 3 spell. It would be your 3rd level spell though.
And that's all I have, right? Let me see.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, guys.
All right, so you're casting revivify. So you can't do it on anybody else though. If anything else happens.
Guys, are you sure I should use this for a little cockburn or?
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah. We'll use it.
Picklejuice.
Picklejuice looks to you.
Picklejuice. If you have the ability to save him, please save him.
I'm gonna do my best. And I put out my little paws.
All right, so Picklejuice, once again, you go to Cockburn's body. It has been under the time a minute.
I did run right over, though.
So you did get to him in time, and you use Revivify. You only have, remember, about 5 minutes total, and basically about 2 turns of people's attacks in game to do this. So Picklejuice, you got to the body. Boom! You go to little Cockburn. A blast of green magic just shoots through his body. What do you want to say as you Revivify his body? Come on, you got to give me a little spell or something.
Please, Cockburn. Just go to the pickle.
And all of a sudden, Cockburn, inside his own mind, he just sees a glowing green pickle calling to him, being like, "Come on! Come over here!" So Cockburn then wakes up at his own mind, seeing this pickle. He goes like, "Yes, sir!" And he kind of wakes up and looks to you at August. He goes like, "Sir! Sir!" And he like falls unconscious. He's stabilized to 1 hit point. So he only has 1 hit point, but he falls unconscious, still alive. So you did manage Picklejuice. Good job. Good job, Picklejuice. I'm proud of you for saving that. So I didn't even know you had that.
As a bonus action, do I have like a potion of healing I can give him? Let me check.
Do you have a potion? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I think I might. Let me see.
You do. You do have a potion from the ones that you made with the mushroom stuff. A potion of healing. You have 2 left.
Okay, I'm gonna use 1 for him.
Okay.
As my bonus action.
So it gives that's 2d4 plus 2. So boom. So Cockburn is stabilized to okay. So he has about 8 hit points now. So Cockburn is about up to 8 hit points again, and he's alive. He's still unconscious, but Cockburn is awake. August, so or at least alive, not awake, but he's alive. So August, you see that Picklejuice has indeed stabilized him, and he is okay.
Cockburn, you need to get in your little roachmobile and get as far away from here as possible.
You see that the roachmobile is gone now, Picklejuice. It's exploded.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, Picklejuice is gone. It just exploded. So, Twyla, it seems that you are up next. So, Twyla, you are up next.
Well, let's see what I got.
Good going, Picklejuice. Good going. August, I thought I had you, bro. I thought I had Cockburn gone, bro. I thought I had him.
It's too soon for that.
Well, she only has 1 Revivify that she can use right now.
So, seeing that Cockburn is really injured, Twyla is going to kind of scoop down and then grab him, and then she's going to move him a little bit closer to the camp.
Okay, cool. So, Twyla, you fly over, you pick up little Cockburn. He's right here. I'm going to put him with you. All right, so let's bring him over here. Qatzel, you see that Twyla swoops in behind you, Qatzel. She picks up Cockburn, and she uses her action and her movement to kind of swoop in, grab Cockburn, and brings him over to your family's camp. Qatzel, as you finish up making this potion, you see that she's indeed flown over Cockburn, and he is unconscious, but Qatzel, Twyla is now by you and your family.
So, is it ready?
So not August, Qatzel, Twyla comes in, she flies behind you.
The DM, is it ready? Because it's not my turn yet.
Oh no! It'll be ready when your turn comes up.
It's almost ready.
It'll be ready when your turn comes up. So
Okay,
you kind of
okay.
look and you just I'm just having her. She just asks you that, and so you're just working on it.
Oh, okay.
And everything.
Okay.
So.
Qatzel's, Twyla, you see that he finished the acorns. He's mixing in the ingredients, and it's bubbling, turning the right color. He looks to Twyla and says, "Just about. It's just a few more minutes."
You gotta hurry! Like, did you see what happened? You gotta hurry!
To quote, in his almost like a Barbosa voice, "I'm a little busy here."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like mixing it like crazy. The bubbles are coming. She's like, "Hurry, hurry!" It's like So you smell like the singeing body of Cockburn just like filling the area. His like cape and everything is just like it smells. Qatzel just like burnt lightning hit and like just strike right behind you. But August, now you are up back on deck. August, you see that little Cockburn is over there. But August, you know this now. The dragon is no longer being charmed by Lunea. The dragon is indeed stuck in the ground and can't move, but it is no longer your guys' friend again. So, unfortunately for right now, August, you only have one thing you can do. Go run off and join them in the camp over there and get out of the way. Or you could try to subdue the dragon again. That's up to you. So, August, what would you like to do as you kind of turn around and see Cockburn has been saved, but the dragon is now frantic and Lunea is on its back. So what do you want to do?
You said Lunea is on his back.
Yep.
Okay, that changes what he was originally going to do. He was about to he was about he was about to pop off and use like his scepter, but if Lunea's on his back, he's not doing that. So I think August is against what he wants to do because he's very angry at this point that this dragon just popped off on Cockburn and the Roach Coach, and he wants to use that attack, but he sees that Lunea is on the dragon's back. So against every fiber of his being, he's going to
Hold
run
on
off.
1 sec. What is what is this scepter attack that you're talking about?
It's a lightning blast.
It's the it's like a thunder wave, like a thunder.
Probably,
it does.
yeah.
It hits anything that it hits anything in the direction. It's like a thunder wave, so everything in the direction that it hits, it hits everything. So unfortunate. It's like when back when you were soccer and used to use thunder wave. It hits everything in the vicinity of that.
Okay, yeah, it's a thunder wave. Darn.
Yeah. Okay, go back to you, Greg.
Yeah, so
some way I could get out of this.
Nah, if I'm thinking of it right, I think it's like Nami's climb attack. So it's gonna be like a blast of lightning that comes down from the sky, right?
Kinda, yeah. You gotta go like, and then it just shoots like a general wave of electricity, just like, boom, like a wave kind of shoots out of your scepter forward.
Yeah.
Like a Nami hit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thunder wave.
Unless you tell her to move, but that might piss the dragon off more.
So
you want to do?
August is going to go back to the camp with Cockburn because he knows, like at this point, there's nothing else he can do if he can't use that attack. He's just going to go back to the camp and make sure he's okay.
Okay, so you kind of head over that way. I'm going to have you run over to Cockburn and Twyla and Qatzel, and you know that hopefully that potion is being made so you guys can talk to this thing. But once again, remember, this dragon, you don't know what it's going to say when you do talk to it. So it's still looking at that projection that Lunea has created of its master, but it's confused, it's shooting off attacks, it's sad, it had Stockholm Syndrome. The goblin told you guys it had Stockholm Syndrome. It's going to be freaking out once the guy's dead. So that's what's happening. So, okay, August, you get out of the way, you go over there. All right.
So as he's running back to the camp, he's kind of like monologuing to himself. He's very locked in at this point. He's not joking around like he usually would. And he's basically thinking to himself, I swear, that potion better work. Because if it doesn't, that dragon can't be trusted. And I will take it down.
So as you kind of get over to the camp, you look back at you see that the dragon once again is roaring up into the air. As like Lunea just sits on its back trying to position herself and hold herself. But once again, August, you're feeling the fire build up inside you. All right, Qatzel, we get to your turn. You finish making the potion. It's done. It's bubbling. The Speak with Animals potion is going. As a bonus action, you are allowed to take the potion yourself if you want, or you can give it to somebody else. It's up to you, Qatzel.
Who has the better animal handling?
I
say that
have
it's
a 5 plus 5.
Yeah, probably Twyla.
I'd say Twyla, maybe Lunea, or maybe Picklejuice. Animal
Yeah.
handling.
He finishes the potion, and then so he finishes the potion, looks at Twyla. Here, it's ready. Try it quickly.
As he gives
So-
it to her, she's just gonna kind of almost like fumble it, like she almost drops it, but then she grabs it.
Okay, okay,
No.
okay. You know what? Actually, you know what? That
Oh,
gave me
no.
that gave me a great idea. I'm so sorry, Qatzel. Since you said you tossed it to her, I'm gonna have
Oh,
Twyla.
No, I
no.
said I look. I say I look at her, and then I give it. I don't toss it. I give it to her. It's our only one. I said I give it to her. I say, here, take it.
Okay.
It's probably a lag because of my
Give it to-
headphones.
Give it to the butter feathers over here.
Yeah, so basically, as you give it to Twyla, Twyla, you do almost
She's
like maybe slip it out your
nervous.
feathers.
She just saw what happened
But
to
you take-
Godfrey. She's nervous.
You take.
She's
Just as
also probably
Twyla catches it,
hungover.
as Twyla just catches it, Qatzel gives the most like Mr. Mosby, from Sweet Life, the most Mr. Mosby face of.
What a random pull, Billy. Mr. Mosby from the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. What a random
it.
reference.
I love
So
it.
funny.
Yeah, I dig it too. By the way, weird fact about that guy: he killed somebody in real life. Yeah, it was a car accident. I think he accidentally he killed somebody. Like that actor that plays Mr. Mosby, he murdered a person accidentally, but he did kill somebody. Weird thing to know about.
Involuntary.
Anywho, I only know that because he was also on Scrubs. He's in a lot of things.
One last question about that. Was it like a drunk driving thing?
Yeah. It may have been something like that, or there was something
Oh my
involved where
God.
he definitely somebody died. Anywho, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. But yeah, it's a weird thing with that guy. But he's a good actor. I feel bad for him because I'm sure it was an accident. But anywho, Qatzel, you still have your turn because that was a bonus action. So Qatzel, if you want to do anything else, you can. But you gave your potion to Twyla, and Twyla, it worked. You can now speak with animals.
Let's see. What can he do? Just looking over the spell list.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to
Let's
control
see.
the dragon again if you want to, but that's up to you.
He'll move. Actually, just let me quickly measure that just to be 30 feet. Yeah, he'll just motion. He'll slither his way right between these two trees and ready himself just in case the dragon attacks. But he doesn't want to jeopardize anything by. Well, it's already. Let's screw it just to be safe because this thing is free again and it's clearly going nuts. Let's see.
It's also powerful to hit with a 28 hit lightning blast. It does have to recharge.
Yep.
It did hit with a 28 hit, which could kill some of you.
So he'll spend a charge on his staff. So spend a charge, if that works. Using command the dragon to halt again. So if it fails its wisdom save, wisdom 14, on its turn it doesn't move and takes no action or bonus action. So he command. So just give me the wisdom save.
God, are you? Wait, but that's a
Nat
check, not a
20.
save. That's a check, not a save.
Oh, that was a check. That right. You're right. You're right. You fucker.
man.
Wrong
good job.
button. You pulled the wrong button, Kronk.
I did.
Don't
Oh, that was almost a nat 20 again. But damn it. Okay, it's a 10. So he fuck you. Thank you, Jade, though, for seeing that. Thank you.
Thank God.
Good call. That's when Billy and Jay do a rare team up. Boom! Don't so all right, so you got him commanded again. So he stops in your command once again, Qatzel. He's broken the charm of Lunea, but he looks over to you again. He looks through the projection of little Gobshite, and he sees you, Qatzel, and he manages eye contact with the worm, and he stops. He freezes his movement again, being commanded by you. So good job, Qatzel. Fantastic. Good movement.
Thank you.
Anything
And
else?
that will. Nope. That'll have to be his turn.
Okay. Lunea, you're up next. So the projection, Lunea, you have is still going of his little Gobshite master. However, the projection doesn't seem to be holding up as well anymore. The blue worm he was distracted by it. He's looking at it, but at the same time, things were going crazy. Qatzel does have him held again, though, Lunea. So if you want to get off of him, this is your chance, but it's up to you. Because the dragon stops. So you can do whatever you'd like. You can attack him again. You can do whatever you want. I know it's hard right now because you guys want to keep it alive.
Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm thinking right now too. I think the best thing I could do would just be. Wait, that's the wrong page. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do command again.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can double command it again, so you
Yeah.
don't have to break twice. All right, give me that, so I have to do wisdom save again.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Yep. So you guys both commanded again. So Lunea, you're standing on top of it. Qatzel, you managed to stabilize it. And Lunea, you double stabilize it by standing on top. It's already a disadvantage anyway, technically, I guess, because he was under command. So I guess I don't really have to roll another one, but it's a 9. So you managed to stabilize it again, Lunea. So you guys are working together as a team. Good job. That's a really good thing to do because he can break out of your commands. So you both have him held again. Good job, Lunea. You're singing the note. Your projection of your goblin is starting to fade away, but you still manage to save the dragon. You're kind of singing a note. I don't know what you're singing in its ear, but you're managing to like charm it again by doing that. Zoroff looks to you, Qatzel.
She's singing pop, lock, and drop
What?
it.
Yeah, so the
Pop, lock, and
it's all
drop
like
it.
you're like pop,
Pop, lock, and drop it.
pop, lock. You see the dragon's breath is like trying to go with it, like pop, lock, and drop. He's like trying to like breathing slowly to the rhythm. Qatzel, you do feel your magic is being held. Your magic is combining with Lunea's, Qatzel, to hold the dragon. And Zoroff kind of then pulls out his axe, just ready to go. He's like, I'm ready just in case the thing attacks again, but we can't keep doing this to it. It's mind controlled. And he kind of gets ready again as he's like kind of ready for the fight. He's like, how long do we need to keep this up? And looks to you, Qatzel, like, I don't know if we should continue doing this. As he kind of stares at the blue worm. And that's going to be Zoroff's turn because he can't really do anything. The blue dragon is now up again, so I have to make its wisdom saves as he is going to try to break free of your guys' commands. So I have to do this twice. Off! So already, Qatzel, he's still held by you. And Lunea, he is still held by you. So both of you guys still have the worm being held in command. He can't move. He can't do anything. Let's check, however, his dexterity. See if he can get out of... Nope. Also, Twyla, you still have him held on the ground. So this dragon is struggling. He cannot break from the holds that you guys have on its body. It's trying, but it just cannot. It's just listening to the music Lunea's singing. It's being held by Qatzel, and it's stuck in the ground.
Can Picklejuice say something?
Yes, it is your turn, Picklejuice.
Oh, it's my turn. Sweet. Zoroff, I agree with you. You guys, we can't just keep mind controlling him. That's so cruel. Please, let's let this work, because if not, what should we do? Let him go?
That'll be a thing to decide later.
I know, let's just pray this all works.
We most definitely can't let him go like this.
But I know you're pissed at him too. Can I look around and see if there's something I can try to make a potion for animal friendship?
I mean, you can do an investigation, but you don't have an alchemy set like Qatzel does. You could give it to him, but then he'd have to go through another round of making a potion again. Yeah. If I were you, you have a couple people on your team you need to heal still. There's yourself, one I think could use a little bit more healing, and also August and Cockburn as well.
Well, I got healed. I don't think I needed after the last time.
Maybe you're right, but I'm not gonna make your choices for you. It's up to you.
No, I know. Who else needs a little bit? Because I think I'm running out of stuff too.
You have first level cure wounds, and you have one more third level spell. Actually, you don't.
I don't. All I have is that left.
Yeah.
So I want to use that if someone's really hurt.
Well, I mean, August, where are you at right now, health-wise? I think I actually can see it on my thing. August is he's only at 23, I believe, out of 38. And then Picklejuice, you're only at, oh no, you're healed.
Yeah, I'm good.
But I think August has the most damage right now.
And I can, maybe I'll use one of those potions for August instead.
Okay, so you want to run up to August and give him a potion?
Yeah.
Okay, so August, Picklejuice is going to give you a potion, so you can heal in a second. I have to get her to you. So Picklejuice...
Oh, but before I do that on my way, can I just throw, like, a piece of meat towards the dragon?
A piece of meat?
Well, don't... Because remember, I still have the jerky?
But yeah, I mean, you can, I guess, if you want.
So I'm just gonna, like, look really cute, wave at him, throw it over, and then run to August.
Okay.
So maybe he'll be like, oh, she's nice.
All right, so the dragon's still under command, but you're trying to make even more friends with the dragon just for the sake of it. You throw over a piece of jerky. Oh, it does pretty great. You throw the jerky, it lands right in front
Hits
of the
him right
dragon.
in the face.
It's like, yeah, you hit him right in the face with your jerky as the dragon like lands on his nose. He's conspicuously just smelling this jerky as you landed right on the bridge of his nose, and this dragon is just like now taking in this smell of
Pickle
jerky
juice,
that it
that
loves.
might make him
It's still
hungry
commanded
for
his...
the wrong thing.
Yeah, you
Uh-oh.
just made him super hungry. Who knows?
Well, I'm trying to be like you're like happy, trying to keep him. Yeah.
Okay, so
Well
August, you
fed.
can heal, even though
Well,
pickle juice this is your last potion.
okay. So one thing that I wanted to ask is that where am I? Because the last
What do you mean?
turn that I had, I was supposed to like run towards Cockburn, but I think I'm still over here.
No.
Huh?
No, you're over by Cockburn.
Yeah.
You're by Cockburn. You're over here. Right here.
I'm not screen on the map. I'm still next to
Oh,
Zoroth.
maybe refresh it.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I think it's there. No, you're there. No, you're there. It moved. Maybe refresh your page. Cause
Yeah, showing you over by me.
Okay, yeah. I just had to refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
So
there you go.
pickle juice will run over to you.
No, so pickle juice comes over to you, and you can take 10 points back of health, August. So you can give yourself 10 points back. So pickle juice, that was your last potion, though, pickle juice. You have no more physical potions anymore. So unfortunately, that's it. And that's your turn. Unless you want to do... That was giving somebody something, so you can also technically do another spell if you want.
No, I'm just gonna save my stuff.
Okay. Okay. So Pickle Juice, you heal August. August, you can take another 10 hit points back. Pickle Juice, you run over to August and join the rest of your group over there. And now we're up to, I believe you are up, Twyla. Twyla, you are up. Finally, you can go talk to the dragon, Twyla. So you have the potion flowing through your system. You feel the magic surging through you. You see that Lunea and Qatzel have managed to stabilize the dragon again. What would you like to do, Twyla? You can go talk to it if you'd like.
So she is going to, because I have the potion, right? I am going to fly over to the dragon, and I'm going to fly above its head, like out of reach of its jaws.
Okay.
And then I would say, like, as it kind of like opens its mouth and like responds to like Twyla being near, she's just gonna drop the potion right in.
No, Twyla. It's not the potion. The animals speak with you. It's you to speak with the animal.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You drank the potion.
Okay.
Oh God! Don't give me
My bad.
potions.
Yeah,
He's
you
gonna
drank
talk
it.
with
It's not a
himself.
potion for the animal to talk. It's for you to talk to the animal, silly goose.
Okay. So as she's kind of
she
flying above
ruined
it, as she's flying above the dragon, she's gonna go, "Hey, like, calm down. We're just trying to help you. Stop trying to eat us, please."
So the dragon is going to respond so it can hear you. The dragon is like, I'm being held by you people, and I don't like this music she's singing in my ear, but also I love it. I can't tell how I feel about any of this. And I miss my master. I know this thing in front of me isn't him, but it makes me miss him. What did you do to my master? And he kind of just like stares at the projection.
But didn't he treat you badly?
Oh yeah, he treated me like dog shit.
Wouldn't you rather be free?
I don't know. I've never been free. I don't know what that's like. I know that he fed me and he'd take care of me, and sometimes we'd sit around and...
Lunea's gonna yell at Twyla and be like, tell him that we'll give him lots of juicy meat.
Lunea says we can give you like tons of juicy meat, so.
What's a Lunea? As he looks up.
She's there, and then she points to her.
The thing singing to me and holding me on my back that's making me not be able to move?
That's Lunea.
What kind of meat?
Get
not us, but
Not you. But I want to eat all of you. The moment I can move, I'm going to eat all of you.
I guarantee you we're not that tasty. But that jerky, though, that jerky is really good. You should try it.
All right, give me a persuasion roll here, Twyla, as you are trying to... it could be persuasion or animal handling, whatever one you'd like to use.
I'm going to go with animal handling.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right, not the best, but you have advantage, so go for it.
Oh,
You're still wearing your
God.
tiara. All right, so not the best, not your best. The dragon is still very weary of you, and the dragon's like, I don't know. Jerky smells good. I like that. But he looks up to August over like in the corner by the campsite. He's like, but he smells even better. This music, though, makes me want to move, but I can't move. Why are my feet stuck in the ground? So Twyla, the
That was
dragon is
my
still
fault. I'm
getting...
sorry, but you were trying to eat us.
Your fault. So when I get out of here, I should eat you. Because this is
I
your
told
fault!
you! Stop trying to eat us,
Tell
then we
him,
can let you free.
tell him that his master sold him.
Your master sold you.
To us.
What do you... He sold me? What do you mean he sold me?
He was a jerk.
He sold you to us.
He looks at Picklejuice. He doesn't understand what she's saying.
Twyla, tell him.
So she's not like a really good liar.
No, but it's not
So
a
she's
lie. Remember. He sold
We
him.
traded the.
We traded with him. Yeah, he sold him.
That's right. So
We
he
trade.
did trade with us. So
He traded me away?
yeah.
So you're my new masters then? Is that how this works, or am I free?
She's gonna look at Picklejuice and Lunea and go like, she's just gonna look at them like, what am I?
They
What
don't
do
know
I
what
do?
he's saying. They don't know what he's saying, Twyla. They don't know what he's saying. They don't know what he's saying. He's just roaring. They can't understand him.
So she's just like,
What is
he's
she
asking
saying?
he's asking if we're his new masters now, and so, I don't know what to do.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Tell him like we can be his good new master, but if he wants to be free, he can.
No.
But like,
Don't tell him
don't
that
eat
yet.
us
Don't
still.
tell him that yet. Don't tell him that yet. Just see.
Twyla's just gonna look
Zoroff-
super confused as they're having this kind of conversation of what to tell him.
We can tell him
Zoroff-
later. He can
Zoroff
be
is
free
go-
later, but not right now. Tell him.
Zoroff looks at you and goes, for God's sake, tell him that he's our pet dragon and let's fucking move on! And Zoroff is like getting
Twyla
pissed
just
off,
gets
holding
like,
his hand.
she sees Zoroff get pissed off. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're a pet dragon now. So come with us and we'll feed you jerky and you won't eat us. So
The dragon looks to Twyla and looks to the group and looks to the snake folk. Does that mean I have to help you kill the white horse woman? Is that where you're going?
you mean Madame Nay? You've seen her?
Madam Nay, that's what they call that bitch. Yeah, my master started treating me even worse after she promised him all of these things. He started yanking my chain harder, acting like he was tough. But she wasn't tough. She just kept giving him more and more.
We are looking for her. Do you know where she was last?
Yeah, I saw her. Right up the road, not too far away. If I can help you destroy her, then yeah, I'll be your new pet. But then I want to be free. Do you understand?
So, guys, he says he'll help us find Madame Nay. He actually saw her recently. And then he wants to kill her. And then once we kill her, he wants to be free.
As long as he doesn't eat us when he's free.
As long as you don't eat us
Yeah.
when you're free, you got a deal.
He looks over to Qatzel. He's still under command. He can't do much. He looks over to Lunea, or look, his eyes roll up to feel Lunea on his head. Then looks back at his feet in the ground. Give me one more persuasion roll here, Twyla, with advantage. I'll give you advantage on this one. Technically, I guess you could have had advantage on the last one, but... Okay.
17.
Okay. So, as you do this, little Blue, the giant dragon worm, he then goes,
You have a deal. I'll help you destroy that damn dirty horsewoman, and then I shall be free. Follow me this way!
So Lunea, you feel as he pivots and turns around the other side of the road ahead, the dragon now faces that direction. Lunea, you're standing on top of the blue still, and he kind of looks back towards the rest of the team, towards August, Qatzel, and the rest of the family. He's like, just let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll head towards that bitch. And he kind of like lays on the ground. He's a bit of a rough dragon, Twyla. You can hear from his voice that he's not the nicest blue dragon, but then again, look who was raising him. He kind of is coming off very much like his goblin master in the way he's carrying himself. But he kind of lays down flat, Lunea.
She's gonna yell to Twyla and be like, what's going on? Why is he moving?
He says that she went that way up the road. And then as Twyla says this, she's going to dispel the earth ripple, so that way it's no longer around the dragon's feet, so he can move freely.
Okay, so the dragon kind of pivots that way. The ground releases on his legs, and he kind of can pull them out. And he goes like, ah! Ah! The rest of you just hear him go like, as he kind of pulls out of the ground. Lunea, you feel him jolt out of the ground, and you kind of, once again, you're trying to steady yourself on top. Lunea, as he pulls himself out, I do want you to give me a dexterity save here. So just kind of want you to see, as he's pulling himself out of the ground that he's been stuck in, just give me a basic, a basic save for your dex.
Okay, hold on.
Because you are standing around all those spikes on his back.
Yeah, because she was like gonna just hug him as she like saw that he was. Oh wait, whoops! I did the wrong thing completely.
It's okay, just give me a save. A dex save when you're ready.
Deception.
That's a check. That was a check. I know. Now it's the opposite, bitch. Give me a save.
I know. Sorry. Hold on. No, I did deception
You're good.
instead of. What did you want me to do?
You did do a deception. You're right. I wanted you to do a dex.
A dex.
A dex
okay.
save. Yes.
All right.
And don't worry, Qatzel, we're going to get to you
14.
and your family again here in a second.
I got a 14.
14. So unfortunately for you, I needed a 15 from you, so you don't get hurt badly. You were able to stable yourself. You didn't fall off the dragon or anything as he pivoted, but I am going to have you take a basic, actually, you know what? No, that's, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take you to I know. I'm going to have you do a basic, just 2 damage. Just 2 damage as you step on one of his back spikes on this dragon's back, and it pierces you right through the back of your foot. You kind of just have a small ow, as basically it stabs you right through the foot. But you manage to still steady yourself on top of the dragon as it turns around. As you guys manage to get blue on your side, you guys have now managed to. This dragon can't fly. Remember, he's just a babier dragon. He's a worm, so his body's elongated with kind of short, stubbier legs, and he blows electricity out of his mouth. And he kind of stares ahead in the direction you guys need to go. However, Qatzel, you notice that your family still lingers behind you. They have something that they want to tell you as your sister kind of goes, Qatzel, a moment, a word, please, if you don't mind. And she beckons you towards her. Her brother kind of slithers up next to her and puts his arm around her. He goes, brother, we need your help. Something else has happened. So Qatzel, your family kind of waits for you if you want to speak with them. We shall get to that, but first we shall go on a little break. So, let's take a little bit of a break. It'll be about a 5 to 6 minute break. There's a good little video of lore for you guys, so anybody here who's interested in like Game of Thrones style lore and history of the island that you guys are playing in, there will be a little bit of that in this break to make it interesting and new for you guys. So I hope you enjoy that lore. And like I said, if you guys like things with houses and all that type of cool stuff, I'm starting to add that in the background of this campaign. So enjoy it, and I shall be right back. All right, and here is the break video.
And now it's time for some Beast Island history. And we should begin, well, where all stories begin, at the beginning. King Mercury was the first to sit the throne of Beast Island, a king who claimed himself from the other realms who fought in the Never War, once ridden by a god. When that god had passed on during the war, he hid and fled on Beast Island, calling it his home. recruiting all the animal folk that he could under his banner in a voice of peace to make sure no darkness ever again. He and his recruited animal kin decided no elves, humans, or goblins should ever be welcome from the nearby island of Molla, hoping to keep any war and all of their resources to themselves. He did not mean to be malicious or cruel in any way, but only wanted the island and the people to be well taken care of. He was beloved by them all. For 300 years he ruled before the kingdom was made, and then decided he should make some lords to take care of the other areas of the island while the kingdom was built in the center, starting with True Pride from the north, who demonstrated courage and bravery in something called the Lord's Circus. Demonstration and acts to persuade the king which of them should be made lords throughout the island. True Pride, however, was the first to be chosen and given the territory of the North, White Top, for themselves to control. The next lord that was decided was Brawless Rex of House Rex in the Stonelands. The Stonelands were a barbarian's home, and he surprised the king by bringing him food as a means of peace. However, the next lord wasn't so peaceful. Tobias Lake was an old turtle who had already ruled over Blue Water City, a harbor town on part of the island. However, King Mercury kept it the same and let him rule and was a lord. Lady Hivella B was the next to be named Lady of Bellbottom, the harbor city near Blue Water City. Then the final one chosen to be on his council was not a lord given a territory, but head mage called Qatzel, who was a master of all types of magic and stood beside the king. However, King Mercury then met an elf woman the same year and decided to let her stay on the island. He seemingly was smitten with the elven woman whose name was Marilana. And she, however, did indeed decide to stay with the king after he took up an appearance of a half-elven, half-dragon hybrid. She found him handsome and charming and loved to explore the island as that was her passion, adventure. She was on a ship headed to the island of Freedom, the largest island that remained in the realm, which was heard to be abandoned. However, her ship had been wrecked and she washed up onto Beast. Many of the people did not like her presence on the island, thinking the king was going soft, perhaps, or going to start treaties again with Molla. This upset a dragon by the name of Greenback, who called the Dragon King a traitor to his own kind and attacked the queen that was to be named. However, the new elven bride and soon-to-be queen survived the attack as Mercury killed Greenback, and he forever took on his dragon-elven hybrid form to please his wife and let the whole island know that under his rule, trading with Molla, with humans and elves once again, was welcome.
God, witches are scary. What do you think they're gonna do about this witch?
I don't know. One time, I knew a witch as a kid. Made me and my sister go to some gingerbread house or something, try to eat the shit out of me. Not in a good way, in a bad way. So witches can be dangerous. We gotta be careful moving forward. Now let's play this game.
Play this game indeed. Play this game indeed. So, that was a little bit of history, guys, about the island, a little bit about the old King Mercury, who was the original king of the island, and how he met his elven bride in the original council that helped run the island. So, there's going to be more pieces of that lore spread out through the breaks as time goes on. There's a good amount of it that leads from about 1,000 years ago to the current story you guys are in. Clearly, we won't cover everything that happened in that time, but for a good amount of the different chunks of time, I have a good amount of little stories of the history from then on. Because, as you guys may have guessed, King Mercury and his elven bride ended up having a dragonborn child, who ended up becoming the prince. So, you guys will learn about Prince Mars next time in the history during the break. But, for now, let's get back to the story that we are currently in. Set about...
Pardon the interruption, Jay. Sorry, seems to be a technical issue going on. I'm on Twitch right now, and it says we're not even online.
Oh, because
Oh,
we're
no,
doing
we're
it on
not, we're not
YouTube now.
doing Twitch. We're doing it on YouTube.
Oh, oh, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah, no worries.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
I sent it.
Good
in
looking
the
out,
chat.
though.
I sent it on the IG chat, the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on YouTube now because of some stuff with Twitch. So we're moving over to YouTube, which our videos go on anyway on YouTube. So might as well be a little bit more like and focus more on. Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. Ignore me.
No
Oh, you're
worries.
good. You're good. So anywho, we'll be figuring out more of the lore from our island as we go on. And if you guys pay attention during the break, history parts, some of that may come into the story you guys are playing now. Because the Island of Beast has been around for about 1,000 years after the Never War, just like the Island of Mala from the last campaign. And this story takes place about in the year 1002 in the history. So just if you guys are curious, it's all fake crap anyway, but it's interesting to me. So as I write this crap. So anywho,
Hey, it's awesome, lore.
well, I appreciate it. So anywho, the lore is such, and this finds us to where we are now. Outside of Blue Water City, closer to the farmlands outside of it, headed, of course, from the farmlands outside of Bell Bottom, both the harbor cities on the island. And Qatzel, obviously, you are from this area, and you guys have just made this blue worm your temporary ally, as you guys now see that this blue giant dragon worm, Lunea, you've managed to kind of befriend it more than anybody else. I mean, Twyla, I guess. But Lunea, you still are on this dragon that's managed to, like, now lay down in the pathway, pointing in the direction of Madame Nay. However, as you guys know, you were traveling in the morning time, fought those raccoons, kind of come like that dusk time, traveled into the night, and came upon this campsite in the morning, and have been kind of dealing with this throughout the day. As you kind of went into the end of this fight with this dragon, it now has turned into dusk, into nighttime, as Qatzel, when you were talking to your father, it had just kind of started to go dark into the night. We find ourselves probably around maybe 8 or 9 o'clock right now, as the dragon is now taking a rest. It seems he's kind of just laid down to calm himself. He's still under command, technically, from Qatzel and Lunea. However, he has agreed to be your friend, so you guys can stop the magic if you want to, but he has decided to not be hostile. So the fight is at an end at the current moment in time. So there's no reason to keep up the spells or anything like that. But the day is almost over. It is quite dark as the night kind of grows upon you all. And Qatzel, your family, has kind of invited you over to speak with them. So, Lunea, I'm going to have you over with the dragon. August, Picklejuice, and Qatzel, you're kind of all around the campfire. Zoroff is kind of keeping a steady eye, as he always would, on the dragon and with Lunea, to make sure Lunea is okay, and to make sure that the dragon isn't doing anything fishy. But Qatzel, I'm going to have you start with me here. As your family is kind of your sister and your brother beckoning you back to them. They're a little bit more sophisticated like you. You guys speak more like your mother Your father had more of obviously this kind of country type of voice, but you and your brother and your sister seem to take a little bit more after your mother in the way that you speak, a little bit more elegant. So Qatzel, your sister seemingly has like tears that have been streaming down her face, and your brother Twyla, he holds her on her shoulders. She beckons you back, Qatzel, being like, "Brother, please, may I have a word?"
Yes, what do you want?
Well, first, it's nice to see you. It's been a while. I know life at home wasn't easy for you, but I just want you to know that me and your brother, we've missed you dearly. We never wanted you to go.
That is an understatement. Qatzel then looks at his father, and then looks back to her. Well, it's good to see you too. Unfortunately, the circumstances could have been better.
She and Twyla kind of look to you as Quina then kind of drops her fake happiness to see you and says, "Look, I'm not going to lie to you. My husband, he's still at the farm. Twyla tried his best to get him out after they'd already smuggled me out of the farm, but he couldn't help him. But what's worse is that he has my children are egg brood. They haven't hatched yet, and, well, he went back to go save them. He hasn't joined us back at the campsite here for at least 2 days. I fear the worst. My children, your niece..."
Qatzel holds up his hand as if to silence her. Long story short, you need me and my crew to go help your little children for being, stomped by this wretched horsewoman?
You don't have to be so graphic about it. These are your nieces and your nephews, Qatzel.
This coming from the family that happily turned their back on me because I wasn't like them. And back here, you all refused me. Not to mention, you've only welcomed me, as I might add, into your graces because you need me, not because you want me. He looks daggers at his father. And then back to her. I'll save your children. And this wretched orchard. Like hell, I'm going to let some half-baked stump of a horsewoman trample everything down.
You've changed, Qatzel. And I'm not saying that it's for the worse. I'm just saying you've grown stronger, and I appreciate you for it. But just remember, not everybody wanted you to leave. I missed you.
Really? You had a funny way of showing it. All of you.
Well, how do you think we felt? You just left? You just left to go study magic and become, what? A head mage. I appreciated you for it, but what, you didn't think that the rest of the farm needed you, maybe? We needed help. The winters were hard here without the extra hands. It wasn't easy. Everybody has their dreams, Qatzel. Do you think I wanted to pick apples my entire life? Your brother kind of looks over to you. Qatzel. I'm not as soft as our sister, but she's right. We could have used you around. But I understand. You needed to become your own man, and I understand that. Look, this Madame Nay is a terrible wretch on our farm. My lover, he died under her hand. He thought he was helping her, but of course, he had to be a brash moron and fell for her tricks. I've lost love in this as well, Qatzel. He died, and I miss him dearly, but you can save our nieces and nephew. So please do it with some dignity.
Dignity? He looks back to his sister. I could have easily helped around this orchard with my magic, but he points his staff right to the father. Do you not remember the he gave me if I so much as incanted a single word? Grow up. The amount of times that was beaten into my head. I could have helped here and made things a lot easier. But you and your stubborn pride drove me out. That is why I left. Not to pursue a fairy tale dream, but because I was not wanted here when I could play to my strengths and help everyone in this godforsaken orchard. So don't talk to me and lecture me about, oh, I missed you and you could be extra help around here. I could, but you didn't want the help I could provide. But now you need the help that I can provide. Then he looks back to his brother. Yes, I will save this orchard and help your nieces and my nieces and nephews. God, I am so flustered right now I can barely speak. But not because of any debt to you. I'm doing this because they're children caught in a crossfire. Had I studied magic and stayed here, we probably would have had this mess. But the time for blame can come later. He then waves his hand off. He waves his hand and just turns around, his back on them, rejoining his group. I've had enough of this conversation. We will rest, then move on and deal with this horse, even a head on a wall.
Your father kind of just lowers his head and then looks up to your siblings. He goes, "You heard your brother? We gotta call it a night." He looks at you, Qatzel. The last thing your father says is, "Your siblings are right. You have changed. But I will say this, it is for the better. Everything you hate me for, you're right. You're right for it. I was stupid and ignorant, and your mother knew it. So she wanted to make sure one of you three was smart. And Qatzel, I'm proud that it is you. However, I don't like you just as much as you don't like me. But I do see her when I see you."
Qatzel looks over his shoulder, giving him sort of side eye. Glad we can agree on all three of those points.
And your father slithers into his own tent as your siblings kind of then turn around. Your brother slithers to his tent, and your sister, the last thing she says is, "Thank you, Qatzel. Thank you." She kind of bows her
He
head.
gives a nod in response and then just slithers off.
So Qatzel, you go and rejoin your group as the rest of your family slither back to their tents. Zoroff kind of steadily watches from afar as he kind of then looks away, seeing the family drama over there, thinking about his own past and his own family drama. He looks to you, August, as you kind of stand over by Cockburn, who's clearly still healing. Picklejuice, you're right there as well, next to little Cockburn. Zoroff looks to you, August. "Hey, Knight. How are you holding up?"
August just kind of looks back out over his shoulder, and he says, "I'm fine." Clearly, you can hear like the seriousness in his voice. It's a little bit more serious than what it usually is. And he looks down at Cockburn and sees that he's still kind of passed out, but he's all right for the most part. And he picks him up and brings him towards where they're going to be resting and says, "We should get some rest."
Little Cockburn's just kind of like, still like passed out on you, and you just hear him go like, and he just kind of moans a little in like kind of pain. It's I know. It's all like little moaning noises.
Aww.
And he kind of just like rolls over as you're holding him. He still smells like the electricity that hit him, but he's okay and he's alive. However, he does have a new obvious scar that kind of goes down his face from where he was hit by the electricity, and you can see that he has a bad kind of scar going across his little cockroach little face. But you managed to get some nice long rest with him. You guys will all take a long rest here as you guys kind of camp out for the night before you make your way towards the farms the next day. So before we end tonight's game, I'm going to go over with Twyla and Lunea. You guys are over. Oh, sorry, Picklejuice. You're right there with August as well. Anything you'd like to do as August is kind of chilling with or taking care of Cockburn, and Zoroff is kind of taking a little bit of watch. Picklejuice, anything you'd like to do before we move on to Lunea and Twyla's area?
She's just gonna look over at Cockburn and August and kind of like put a hand on each of them. We had a really close call today, and I need to get stronger to make sure that we're okay. But we're doing great so far. We haven't died yet.
Like that is like she's trying to pat you on your shoulders, August, I guess.
So August kind of looks over at her, and he's basically gonna say, "If it wasn't for you, could have been a lot worse. Thank you."
I was trying my hardest, and I'll get better, hopefully.
So you guys have a moment as you sit there and little Cockburn is resting in front of both of you. Picklejuice, you reflect on how you were able to heal him. You used your Revivify, but also the cost of using Revivify. You only have one Revivify you can use right now at the spell slots that you have. It takes up a pretty good amount of your big third spell slot, and it's pretty strong to use.
Good thing we're going to take a long rest.
Yeah, you guys take exactly. So you guys do need to recharge your stuff. So it's been about two consecutive fights in a row, like that. So you guys do need a rest.
And then can I do one other thing?
Yes.
Can Qatzel be walking in our direction?
Yeah, Qatzel came back to join the group. So let's say that Qatzel heads back towards August and Picklejuice, and I'm going to go to Lunea and Twyla to end the night here in a little bit. So Picklejuice, Qatzel comes your way.
Yeah. So I picture Qatzel's in the group now. So like your family is really fucked up, but I want you to know that you've always been like a brother to me, so try not to let it hurt so bad.
Qatzel looks over to Picklejuice, gives her a little ruffle of the hair, and smiles at her. I always thought of you as a little sister. Thank you, Picklejuice.
And I give him a big hug.
So the Picklejuice, yeah, she comes in for another one. Qatzel, the Picklejuice hugs that you always get, they're just like at your waist.
Yeah, they're just always like down there.
And they always like a child giving you a hug around the waist area. It's always the same. Probably I'm assuming Picklejuice very forceful.
Yeah, like a tough little kid hug, basically.
So Qatzel, you feel as Picklejuice comes in, and you and August and Cockburn and Zoroff kind of around this fireplace at the camp. However, we're going to leave you guys for the night to take your long rest to Lunea and Twyla. Twyla, you were obviously still at the dragon with Lunea on its back. Still, I'm assuming Lunea, that's where you are. And the dragon now faces as the night, and the moon is in the sky, Lunea, right above you. The large moon that you've been quite obviously staring at it quite a bit is above you. Twyla, you're floating there still, or up there. I don't know where you are, Amalia, but you were still in that area, and you have to speak with animals in you. So I just want you to remember here, Lunea, as you look at the moon and the dragon beneath you, I just wanted to shake in your head, Jade. You remember, the book you were reading was saying that the dragon, there was something with Dipper and the moon and dragons, and that was something you'd recently learned, that whatever Dipper is connected to is connected to something with dragons. So I just want that to be in your head at this moment. But you guys are all there.
So she's gonna
Oh, you're good.
she's still laying on top of the dragon on his head area. And so she's gonna pat him on the head and be like, "Check out the moon up there."
So the dragon's like, just feels it. She looks to Twyla like, "What'd she say?"
Well,
And then she points.
So, yeah.
Oh. He looks to the moon. He looks at Twyla like, "What about the moon? It's big. It's full. I like the moon."
He says he likes the moon.
Rest. As he looks.
Do you know anything about the moon, Mr. Dragon?
Do you know anything about the moon, Mr. Dragon?
The moon? Yeah, I know lots about it. I know that some people say it's made of cheese. Some people say that a man's face is on it. I've also heard a lot of things about other you know, creatures living up there on the moon. Apparently, it's home to a lot of creatures up there. I've never been there. I can't fly and breathe and moon breathe. But I look at it a lot. I remember when my master used to pull on my chains and stab me with like a hot poker. He'd always do that on a full moon. And I would just stare at the moon as he did it. It made me feel better. So tell her that.
Sorry to hear that.
Okay.
And then she's gonna look towards Looney and go, so he says that there's a man eating cheese on the moon, but there's also lots of creatures that live there.
Okay. Well, good to know, I guess. She's just gonna
Do
tell
you
her
know
that,
about
okay?
any of the Do you know about the guy eating cheese?
I haven't heard of that, but some cheese would be nice.
Cheese would be nice.
The dragon does understand the word cheese, and as you guys say this, all looking up at the moon, all three of you, the dragon goes like, yeah, cheese would be nice. Like, he understands the word cheese. It's one of the only things he gets, and he understands, like, he looks at you girls like, yeah, I'd like some fucking cheese, as he, like, nods and stuff. Lunea, the last thing I want you to try to do here is you do look up at the moon, and you look at the book and the dragon again, and that, like, makes a connection to you. You realize that what this dragon said about being people on the moon, that's definitely something that should, once again, ping in your head. You've heard of this briefly before when Qatzel and you were discussing Dipper and the moon. So, once again, the steps are leading you closer to that philosophy. What it has to do with any of this and what Lennox is doing, you don't know. Twyla, as Lunea seems to be relaxing on the dragon's head now as they both look up at the moon, is there anything you'd like to do, Twyla, before we end our night?
Yeah, so she's going
And trust me,
to
Jade,
walk back.
this stuff does come into play. Sorry.
She's gonna walk back to the camp, and then she's gonna go off and look for some cheese for Blue. But as she's walking back there, she sees Qatzel on the way back, and then she goes over to him. And then she's just gonna kind of look very sad as like she like goes over to him and be like, "Sorry, your family is so mean."
Qatzel looks at Twyla. Came with the territory. But through the fires of my youth, I was forged into something greater.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us, and I'm glad we're friends.
As am I, Twyla. As am I. Now,
And then
go get
as
some
he says
rest.
that, she's just gonna give him like a big hug and then like nearly knock him over.
So again, you're getting a lot of hugs today, Qatzel. You're getting a lot of family hugs coming your way from your family's drama. So Twyla seems to give you a hug. However, Twyla here, is this a friendly hug? Is this a romantic hug? Is this a sisterly hug? I want to get a vibe of the hugs you guys are giving to each other moving forward.
Just like a
I'm
friendly
curious
hug
on what the
because
hug is.
like with Twyla, like she's had like great parents, so like what she kind of feels is that like it's sad that like Qatzel did not have that same experience.
Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, so Qatzel, you definitely feel at this moment, because Qatzel, you weren't there much, but when Twyla's family was injured and hurt, you did see that she cared very much to go help her mother right away. You were with her and Picklejuice as you guys went into the town, so obviously you do and are aware of Twyla's affinity for family and all that stuff. So it makes sense as Twyla gives you this kind of, once again, a hug in this moment, and you see now that the team cares about you, Qatzel, and that clearly your family's way that they treated you, they even are seeing this from the small interactions you're having. But you guys do manage to get a nice long rest as you sit around the campfire, Qatzel with your team. You guys look as little Cockburn is healing throughout the night and trying to get stronger. Lunea, you sit on the head of the beautiful blue dragon. And the last thing, Lunea, that I want from you is I want you to give me a wisdom save.
Okay. A save.
Yep.
Okay, I got 16.
Okay. So, Lunea, as you sit on the head of this dragon, you feel a surge of magic try to hit you. As if a bolt out of the darkness ahead of you, the way that the dragon is facing, you were looking up at the moon, and you were distracted for a moment. But you feel the energy of magic head your way like a dart. You magically stop this magic with your own bardic magic. As you look forward, it's like your aura stops this magic before. You manage to block the attack, as whatever was coming out of the darkness was aiming straight at you. And Lunea, you felt that this was a spell, just like you were using earlier. It was trying to control you. Something from out of the darkness ahead of you as you look down the path ahead. Somebody was trying to use a command spell on you. You can either stay on top of the dragon.
She's gonna yell out to everybody around and be like, "Guys, I think we're being targeted by Madame Nay."
As you feel
Everyone,
this,
keep your
you
wits
feel
about
this surge
you.
of like.
There's someone tried to use a command spell.
The dragon lifts its head off the ground with you still sitting on top of it as it stares forward. The dragon kind of briefly grumbles and then puts its head back down on the ground. It doesn't seem to feel the magic that you felt that hit you. But Lunea, you yelled this back to the team. The dragon kind of lifted his head, looked up, and looked around. Qatzel, anything you'd want to say in retort or in return?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted to say something. So as you kind of all look towards the area that Lunea was at, the dragon puts its head down. Lunea, the last thing I'm going to have you do is just give me one quick investigation roll for me, please, as you just look ahead of you. It could be investigation or survival. Either one. It'll be the last roll of the night.
I got a 20.
Oh, a 20, a dirty 20. So as you look before you, once again, your assumption must have been correct because you were targeted by something, but there is nothing out there. So whatever cast the spell did it long distance. And one of the only things that can do something like that is a very, very powerful sorcerer. Or witch. And as you feel this, Lunea, you look out before you with the dragon that you're sitting on top of Blue's head. And little Boxa inside of your pocket kind of goes like, "Aw, gee. Aw, gee." He kind of sounds like Morty from Rick and Morty. He's like, "Oh, God, aw, gee." He's like, he's just like inside of your little thing. And little Boxa gets even smaller. He's like, "I don't know about this." And then that's where we're going to end tonight's game. As you guys stare ahead into the darkness, seemingly magic shooting out at you. But you don't know where from, Lunea. You manage to block it. But the rest of your team and yourself take a long rest as the night continues on. And we'll be back, hopefully next week, to play some more D&D! So, hopefully you guys can defeat Madame Nay moving forward, but she's out to get you. You guys managed to get the dragon on your team, and you managed to save Cockburn. I'm very proud of you guys. I'm very proud of you, August, and I'm very proud of you, Picklejuice. You guys did what you needed to do. You got a little Cockburn there. He's good to go. All right, everybody.